Okay. All right. What is good, my people? We are live for real this time. And I got my brother Maurice, what I'm saying, here to help me with my first live broadcast. What I'm saying? It's my first time talking to y'all. I'm glad to talk to y'all. I always love it. Um, YouTube has really been hating on my channel, what I'm saying? I can't really upload no video. I did a video talking about, what I'm saying, Asians, but every video I do on a specific group, they take it down, they do something to it. But, I'm gonna keep it pushing, I'm gonna keep making these videos, and we're gonna still discuss the topic. Because tonight, I want to show y'all a video of how these other groups feel about us, particularly the Asians, when it comes to what's been going on with this coronavirus and how they trying to bring that racism over here instead of addressing the real issue that they have with white people. So I want to let my brother Maurice come on here and introduce himself to the people. I'm pretty sure most of y'all already know who he is. So my brother Maurice, what's going on, my brother?
Peace and blessings, big bro. Thank you for having us here. It's always a pleasure, especially this time, to be on your first live. So definitely, I'm glad to be here for everybody. My name is Maurice Muhammad, leader of the B1 Initiative, and this topic that we'll be discussing is a topic that needs to be discussed because we need to understand the condition that we are in. And we need to understand that we are the only ones who have the solution to end this type of situation that we are in. So I'm fired up and ready to get going. And again, thank you, dear brother, for having us. And I'll rest my mic. I see our brother Guy, big brother Guy Nollywood from the big New York City is with us.
I want to say peace to y'all, peace to Brother Bakari, peace to you, Maurice. It's good to see you, and peace to the. Thanks for inviting me to the forecast, brother. But this is Guy Nollywood from the RBG Nation, man, and I'm just participate in this program, man. It's gonna be deep.
Definitely.
All right. So yeah, I was supposed to be another brother. My brother Bakari is supposed to come on, but
Oh, he's not on there. I thought he was on there. Oh, okay.
nah, he's not. Oh yeah, I see him. All right, let me add him on real quick.
Okay.
All right, brother Bakari, are you there?
Yep. Peace, everybody. Peace to the host, Forecast Radio, your first show, brother Guy Nollywood Jr., my brother Maurice Muhammad. Even though things been a little stranger, that's the last week or so, we still brothers. We handled that. We talked about that. We still, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me. And let's get this show started.
All right, yeah. So that's everybody, and I appreciate all of y'all coming through. You know what I'm saying, looking out for me. Yeah, and I'm glad that we could work everything out between us because as black people we don't have any other choice but to be on code with each other and unify with each other because every other group has no problem unifying against us, specifically us, even if they don't go against anybody else. So I want you guys to see this video of this Asian guy talking. You know, I want you to see the mindset that these people have. All right, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to share my screen here. Um, let's see. I'm not even sure I can. But what I can do is let you hear the audio of what this guy was saying. So I'm gonna play that real quick.
Don. That old pale skin, funny looking ass. Clown. Label this disease as the Chinese virus.
Hey, can y'all hear that?
Yeah, there's an echo. Is an echo there?
Yes, I can hear it.
Hold on, let me fix this echo real quick. I'm not sure I can. Oh, you see my screen?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Y'all see that?
At first,
Yeah.
I see the thing is kind of funny.
Yeah, we see it.
But the sound is gone.
With some of you ignorant fools.
Well, I might not be able to play it without the echo.
Mm.
Oh. Try it one more time.
Ever since the president, Don, that old pale skin blonde hair, labeled this disease as the Chinese virus. At first, I see the thing is kind of funny. Brush it off like it's a goddamn joke. Because I got sisters with it. But I don't think it's funny. Use this as an excuse to display
Can y'all hear that?
your hate.
It's very low. Can you paste the link into the private chat, and then I'll see if I can pull it up on my end, and then you just have to allow me to share it, and let's try that one. I don't know why you're getting an echo.
All right. All right, I'm sending you the link right now. Well, I'm posting it in the chat.
Okay.
All right, y'all forgive me for these technical difficulties. This is my first try, but we'll be better with this as we keep going. But I just put the link in the chat.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I tried to break it down so we wouldn't have to go through this whole video because you know, they was talking about killing black people and everything like that. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Guy, doesn't he have to do something so my screen is going to show? Okay, perfect.
What's up, people?
Can y'all hear it?
yeah.
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
Ever since the president, Donald, that old pale skinned blonde hair, funny looking ass clown. Label this disease as the Chinese virus. At first, I seem to think it's kind of funny. Brush it off like it's a goddamn joke. Because I got sense of humor. But I don't think it's funny anymore. When some of you ignorant fools using this as an excuse to display your hateful behavior upon Asian. Now, I want to say indirectly to those that hate Asian and using this as an excuse to inflict pain upon Asian people, especially the blacks, brother, man, in the U.S., African American in the USA. It's 2020, man. Here we are. We still got a lot of you juvenile ass delinquent running around like a pack of hyena, chasing, trying to inflict pain, displaying your fucking hateful attitude against Asian that can't defend himself. Now, please, some of you good brothers, do not take this the wrong way. I want to speak directly to you hateful, racist black brothers, man. You know why I call you brothers? Because we are. No, ain't y'all got enough of that racist shit from the white people? $400 years of slavery, being chained up, whipped on, abused, hung. 400 years. Now, why? Why is you dumb motherfuckers don't want to change?
Hey, skip to about 450.
Now, I'm going to say something to you older brothers, man. If you have the power to persuade, to teach
You said
the
440?
young homie,
About 450.
you do so. Because if you don't, ain't y'all got enough from the police? Y'all going around, man, picking on weak Asian. One of this day, when a strong person, an Asian that don't give a fuck, a crazy ass motherfucker, put a hole in your ass. Your mom, I'm trying. My baby didn't do nothing. My baby didn't do nothing. Well, your baby didn't do nothing. No hating ass motherfucker running around, snaking on people, robbing people, disrespecting people. Your baby didn't do nothing. All that Black Lives Matter went out the gutter, man. And I hope some of you brothers speak up to your own people. to stop this bullshit.
All right, that's about enough.
Lock you up in the hood. You know?
Yeah. So well, I had it edited and I tried to get the specific points, but it didn't work out like I wanted to. But I want to get y'all brothers first take on what he said. Any one of y'all brothers can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. To hell with that Asian, whoever he is. When he said he making fun of the black woman, talking about my baby ain't did nothing, talking about shooting the baby. You know what it made me think about? And I know y'all remember this. Remember the Korean lady in California that shot the black girl in the head walking out the store? See, they talk that shit because they did that, and we haven't done anything to them. And I know I don't have to go back to where you see where they jumped on the black women in Brooklyn. The Asian dude punched the black woman in the face in Oklahoma at the hair store, at the beauty salon store, whatever the hell it's called. And we haven't put our foot up their ass yet. So don't be calling out and reaching, talking about to a good brother. Because the good brother is the brothers on here. They're going to put a foot up your ass and don't give a damn about you. See what they're doing? They calling out to people who's going to stand up like Spike Lee and say, black people need to stop, help the racism against the Asians. That's not our responsibility. Have you ever heard Don Quo stand up and say something needs to stop happening to us? They don't ever say nothing. Did they say anything when they beat those women in the beauty salon in Brooklyn? Did any Asians come out and say anything? Did any Asians come out and say anything when that cop shot that brother in an apartment complex in New York, just walking there and shot him? What they did was they got their community leaders, they got together and they went to see Barack Obama to make sure he get probation. They know he was wrong. He got like 5 years probation. But now you want to say, because of what we've been through, we need to make sure we stand with you. Nope, that's not our fight. We have our own problems. We have our problems with, because when I say white, I'm talking about everybody ain't black. Then we have our problems with the infighting. Like I just sent my brother Maurice a video and I told him I don't want us to do this shit. I don't know if he looked at it or not. But those guys were friends. Now they just going at it on YouTube, killing one another. We have our own problems that we are not reaching out, trying to save you. Save yourself. And the thing about it is, the next time one of those Asians touch a sister, touch a brother, in whatever city it's in, we need to be organized enough for whatever city it's in, they get touched. Because did y'all know the charges was dropped on the Asians that did that to the people in that salon, in that nail salon in Brooklyn?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
My homeboy from New York just sent it to me the other day. Nothing happened. But now you want to talk shit and talking about how we need to stand up for you. You have not stood up for us. So the hell with you. See, you might find one here or there, and I'm okay with that one, if that one speak up. But to try to tell us what Asians is going through is our fight, no, that's not true. That's not our fight. That is the Asians' fight. Those are the Orientals' fight. It has nothing to do with us, and I ask black people to stay out of it. This is our time where we need to be fixing us. Well, we need to be coming closer together. To hell with them. I yield the mic.
One thing that I look at when listening to this sack of shit is that, first of all, why are you calling out us when you don't say shit to the cracker, but you would say black people? Why would you call out? See, no matter where we are on this planet, some motherfucker think that they got the right to call us and put us in check. Like we're the scum of the planet. and sincerely, we gotta be of the mindset of, oh, really? We gonna whoop your ass. Sincerely, that has to be our mindset from get up to go to bed. That when people get out of line with these demons, whether they whatever the color, you know, the Asian don't like you just like the cracker don't like you. So you should have no tears saved up for any of them. This is why they go to these museums to look and see, oh, what did the cracker do to the black people? Okay, they went through that in the shit. I can do it too. That's why they're going into Africa so that they can go and try to run shit. But that was previous generations. Now we're on deck. And the message that we gotta send, since we're on deck, is that we will beat your ass. What we're saying is, as Obama used to always say, oh, it's sacrosanct. Fuck that. Look, this is the way it is, and this is the way it's going to be. See, that Ray Bang, whatever the fuck his name is, he need his ass whooped. Because he think he's talking to a bunch of controlled niggas that he can get up before the world and do some smacking around on black people, and like there's not going to be a response. So ring, bang, whatever the fuck your name is, sincerely, from our heart to yours. Fuck you and fuck your mama too. Now what you gonna do? Because we don't owe you shit. We don't owe you shit. And if you think that you really want to be about that thing, let's get it on then. And I rest my mic.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think these chinks need to really shut the fuck up. You know, I'm so, you know, first of all, they're the one who started with this coronavirus by eating these bats and stray dogs. You know, these motherfuckers carrying diseases, and we gotta suffer. And it's bad enough. Everybody, see, we need to go back to what happened to 92 when the Rodney King.
Mm-hmm.
We need to do that when Natasha Hollins, whatever. Yeah, we need to go back and start because remember, if anybody remembered that riot, we was beating the shit out and killing these motherfuckers. Because what they did to that 15-year-old sister, she was 15, and then that lady, did she get jail time? Nope. They gave her probation too. You know what I'm saying? Shot that little baby girl over a damn orange juice that she didn't even steal.
Exactly.
So I don't need, for them fighting with them for what? And let me tell you something. It's obvious that these people live without us.
Yes.
We're the only ones that's keeping these motherfuckers alive. Because without us, like I said, when they say we are the root of civilization. And if we all left out here and went back to Africa, trust me, they will be fighting for us not to go there. Trust me. So they really don't want us to go to Africa. They just saying that they just doing this saying to me, but they really don't want us to go. Because when if we did go over there and start building our own, trust me and believe, they'll be crying, they'll be begging, they'll be pleading, they would do whatever. Matter of fact, they will build a wall. They would start passing laws for us not to go over there. Trust me, they need us before we need them. So I don't, be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers, man. But you know what? It's so sad that some of our people, are treasonous. They go out there and they say, oh, we gotta stand by these white folks, we gotta stand by these yellow folks, and because we all together, we all the human race. No, we're not. They don't even know what the word human means. So, and it's for some reason, like I said, none of these people, they don't stand by us. They don't stand by us. I never seen one white person say, hey, you know what, let's give these people reparations. I never seen none of these yellow people, let's give these people reparations and let them be an independent nation. Let's leave these people alone. No. And they weren't about us mistreating them. What about the white folks? What about white folks? Why don't they ask them to be in their corners? Why are they asking us? Because we got so used of being this, we all should get along. We all one happy family. I'm not saying all of us, but you got some of us that's selling out, and they think that we're so gullible, and we're so into this. Oh, we all should, join hands and join forces, and so they got used to that. They got comfortable with that.
That's right.
They got comfortable with that. So we're saying that no, not all of us are down with that shit, because we're not being heard enough, because we're not in their faces. We should be in their face and say, yo, kiss our ass. See, you notice how when it comes down to white media, they get the sellouts. They get the most coonish story. I just did a video about these coonish black women and how they embrace the interracial relationships, but they're not going to ask. They're not going to, no one's not talking to these real sisters that say they're not down with it. They're not talking to them. So this is what they listen to. This is what they listen. They listen to the most coonish people they can find on YouTube and social media, and they think all black people are like that. No, we're not. No, we're not. So we got to really put it out there that no, enough is enough. We don't want you around us. We don't want you in our neighborhoods. We don't want you. We're not going to fight for you. It's not happening. And let me tell you something. I knew those agents were going to get probation in Brooklyn. I already knew that. You know why? Because they was marching. They were protesting. Protest is not going to do the job. Learn what happened in 92. Start fucking these motherfuckers up. And when we start doing it and we start shooting at their ass, guess what? All of a sudden they want to cry. All of a sudden they were looking for peace. Mm-hmm. Oh, just check out. It's on Netflix. Check out LA 92. Watch how fast they started. Oh, we need peace, and we with you, black people, and we don't want no problems. We need to start doing that, because just like Brother Maurice said, that's the only thing they can understand. Violence, that's the only thing they can understand. And we're not speaking their language. We just gotta, be nice and talk it out. No, there ain't no talking, man. Enough talk. Mm-hmm. So and these, it's so funny about these motherfuckers. Everybody trying to look like, he's wearing the Yankees hat and cap on his head. These motherfuckers always want to break dance like us. They want to take our culture because they study us. They want to be like us so bad. And they got to the point they even want our women and the same motherfuckers, they trying to get our women in Africa. Look at Africa. They trying to impregnate our women over there. We don't want their women. But why they want our people so bad? Why they want to mate with us so bad? I don't understand that. Why? What do you think? What do you think you're gonna get some sort of energy? Well, I don't understand. What is about us that you want us to defend you, cook for you, serve you, to sleep with? Why don't you do that with other races of people? Why us? And some of our people are so stupid. They gonna think they're getting something out of it.
That's right.
So it's very frustrating, and that's the reason why I say the things I say, because it's like, it's almost like it's definitely a war tactic, mm-hmm. to weaken us. So, you know, he'll say these things and he'll get a pass for that. And these are the same people that use the N-word and say that we must, and they get so comfortable. How the hell we let them get so comfortable for them to talk to us like that?
Exactly.
And I say, go to Netflix, study the Rodney King riot. And it wasn't, a matter of fact, they wasn't really doing it for Rodney King. They was doing it for Natasha Hollins, who got shot and who got killed. They really burned the business down. And we need to start doing it. Then we need to start repeating that. Start burning these motherfuckers' business down and start whipping their ass. Dragging these motherfuckers out their cars and let them know how like ain't nothing changed. You're not gonna come and disrespect them. We just wasn't doing it to them yellow bastards. We was doing it to them white motherfuckers too. War is war. And you see the cops didn't intervene. They didn't intervene because they was afraid of us.
Exactly.
And I love that. I need to get that documented on record. That's something that I want to get on file because you can study it and we can apply it again. Like I said, Dr. King was tired of marching.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let the people know he was tired of marching. His next move was to put violence, because especially after they did the Malcolm, he wasn't playing that no more. So I rest my mic on that.
All right. Y'all brothers said a lot. Y'all said a lot of good stuff. And notice in that video, the very first thing he said when Donald Trump said the Chinese virus or the Asian virus or whatever it was, and when white people are dissing them or talking about them, it's ha ha ha, it's funny, it's all jokes and games. But he wants to address us as if we're the problem, because all it takes for them is one time for them to get on code, especially when it comes to us. If you think about it, go back to what happened to with Peter Liang. After he was actually convicted, he just randomly shot in the stairwell. What did the Asian Americans do from all over the world? They came out and supported Peter Liang, and he killed an innocent black man. They admit that he shouldn't have killed the innocent black man. They admit he was wrong. But what the Asian Americans say, well, a white person wouldn't get charged. So does that mean if a black cop killed an Asian person, they would feel, well, since white cops don't do, since a white cop wouldn't get in trouble, the black cop should get off with it? No, they're going to stay on code when it comes to us. And they bring, like y'all was saying with their business, they bring their business in our community, and we still have so many people out here, especially during this virus, saying, well, we can't act like that towards Asians. We have to support their businesses. Well, can anybody on this panel name one time that Asian people said support black businesses, or one time Asian people came out and stood out for black people? When I was talking to the guy on this channel, he said, well, we stood up for y'all. We stood up for y'all against ICE. Well, that's because y'all get deported before we would. Y'all ain't standing up for us.
You ain't standing up for us. Exactly.
Exactly. And we always have this people of color attitude, but it's only us with this people of color attitude. Mm-hmm. And it's only other groups that try to bring that drama to us. Now, I want to ask y'all, do y'all think that Asian people, do you think they're scared of white people? Why do you think they won't say nothing to them but try to come over here to us? Do y'all think they're afraid of them?
Oh, most definitely. Well,
yes, I'm sorry, you were going. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Brother Bakari. I'll wait till after you.
Do I think there's some fear? Yeah, I think there is some. Yes, I think there's some fear. I think there's some fear in them toward white people, but I also think because of sometimes the lack of respect that we have for one another, we become an easy target for everybody because we don't stand up against nobody. We only stand up against one another. So they see white people as being in control, and they see us as someone they can walk on. But we about to stand up. We ain't the sidewalk no more. And that's for nobody. That's for white people. That's for Asians. That's for the black people that want to turn their back on us. That's for the Arabs. That's for the East Indians. That's whoever the hell it is. We don't give a damn who it is. we're done laying down. And for these agents to talk their noise after having their businesses in our communities, in our neighborhoods, we making you rich and you gonna talk shit about us. And I hope every black person see this and stop going. All our sisters stop going to them nail salons. Now is the time. Shit, you got 3 weeks. Learn how to do nails and we open our own. To hell with them Asians. Yeah, they're afraid of white people, but it's time for us to make them afraid of us. I get it, Mike.
And I would say that the Asians are afraid of these white demons, because one thing that everybody knows, that these white demons will not hesitate to respond. That is their nature. And wherever they go, they want to make sure that they instill fear. So that's why the Asian won't open up and do what needs to be done to the cracker. But they'll feel, even though they motherfuckers are shorter than us, they don't even have our frame, but yet they still feel as though that they can whoop somebody's ass. And they make the same mistake that these crackers are making today, because they look at what was done in the past and they see black people getting beat up and thrown around and this, that, and the other, and they make a tragic mistake to think that we are just like them, that we're willing to let you whoop our ass and throw us around and all this shit, and it's just going to go okay. And it ain't going to work that way. And what my brother, when he talked about Martin Luther King, one thing that Martin said is that the riot is the language of the unheard. Okay? Rioting is the language of the unheard. So we now, when we just stop and look at it, like Brother Guy was talking about, our sister Harlan's, she was walking out the store, threw the lady the bottle back, put the money back in, and she's walking away, and she gets a bullet to the back of her head. The jury recommends jail, and the judge says, oh, she's been through too much, no jail time. We wanted justice. We've always wanted justice. And to this very day, we've been still crying about justice. And we have not received it. We have not received it. We've received these lying politicians that come to us with a smile on their faces and say, what? Let's have a conversation. What else does it need to be said? So since we're the ones dying, it's time that we elevate and begin to riot. I'm 100% behind tearing shit up. Why? Because everything else that you've tried, you done laid in, cried in, crawled in, prayed in. You done stopped traffic on the streets. You done stopped traffic on the highway. But has America heard you? Has these Asian bastards heard you? No, they ain't heard you, because you're not speaking the proper language. You're not speaking the proper language. And the language that they understand is when we whoop that ass. Very succinctly. You understand that. And you are using fear. See, look, when we let go, because you're holding in so much anger and animosity. You have the fire within you. But you listen to people that say, cool it down. Don't act like that. Oh no, we gotta be nonviolent. Fuck nonviolent. How in the hell are you gonna be nonviolent with a violent bastard who's violent against you every damn day of your life? Right. And you're gonna say we gotta be nonviolent? Mm-hmm. You deserve the cowardly death that you've earned to be nonviolent. When you're looking at violence, every day they meet you with violence. No matter is it physical or is it verbal, it's violence. Oh, I'm gonna call the police. That's violence. Because they know the police either gonna beat your ass or kill you.
That's right.
That's violence.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them use your nature against you. We have no right to. Just think about that bullshit. We forgive bastards that don't even ask. Do you understand how weak that looks? And not just that it looks, but it is very weak. For you to ask or give forgiveness to somebody who says, shit, if I had it all over again, I'll do it again. And you're going to offer them forgiveness? I don't have no hatred in my heart. Nigga, do you have love? Do you have love in your heart for your own? Because they don't have a damn thing but hatred for you. Well, no, they're not afraid of the cracker. But God damn it, the cracker and the Asians, all of them need to be afraid of us. Now we gotta step up for real, and let them know this shit, we're not having it no more. We will fuck you up, and we ain't afraid to say what and do what. That's how we gotta be from here on out. This is war. They want to bring that shit, then come on with it. And goddamn it, we're gonna give you something that you think that you can handle, but in reality, we're gonna show you for your weak ass that you really is. Because we are the creators nation. We know how to put that thunder on your ass. And I rest my mic.
I definitely agree. I definitely co-sign that. I just feel like, are they afraid of white? Are they afraid of these chinks afraid of the Peckerwood? Yeah, of course. I think they, and in my opinion, I think they're working together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They do business all the time together. We're the food that they live off of. You know, they go to Africa, they buying up all the property. The men leaving their women behind and having sex with the African woman. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to get full control of Africa. This is what they're trying to do. They're working together. And and then the reason why one of the reasons why we're powerless is because we got to take responsibility.
Go ahead.
We're not taking responsibility, and we're not checking those that's hurting us within our own. Because you got these leaders, whether they're in the United States and whether they're in Africa, some countries in Africa, that are selling our people out.
That's right.
And we need to get them out of there. And sometimes if they have to take violence to do it. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Who saw that movie Serafina?
Yes, I saw it.
What they did to the traitor?
Yes.
Did they burn them alive?
They sure did.
Okay, this is what we need to start doing.
That's right.
Okay. See, we gotta stop. See, we let too many things slide. All of a sudden, we became racial tolerant. All of a sudden, we became more we accepting homosexuality and race and all this swirling. All of a sudden, we became accepted. We became comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
So now once we start talking about, we got to fight back and this and that, and we can't do that, and we got to no. I'm no more going to court, no more of being rational, none of that crap. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't.
America was built on violence.
Come on, say that.
Okay, white folks built their nation on violence. This is what they know. Same thing with the Chinks. If you look at their history, that's all they do was fight.
Come on now.
All the emperors and all that stuff, they cutting off heads. They are no difference. Look at their melanin. It's the same thing. That's why they connect so well together.
Go ahead.
You know, we've been fighting these motherfuckers from day one, even since when they first invaded Africa. But then you got coons that say, "Oh, well, that's all you do is talk about what happened 5,000 years ago." We are, and I ain't gonna mention no names, but we know who they are. You know, but see, those history tells stories, and those people back then, our ancestors and our forefathers and our foremothers said we are not going to allow this to repeat ourselves. They put it on the walls of ancient Kemet, goddammit. They tell you what the enemy looks like. But most of our people are so stupid, they think that if they join with the enemy, they think their lives going to be easier. And as you can see, let me ask you a question. Has Swirling made racism go away? No, they did not. No, they did not. Racism even gotten worse. It gotten worse. So we got to stop pretending that these people are our friends. So we have no, because and the only reason why we have lack of power because the lack of unity. And that's the reason why. Like I said, when I saw the LA 92, I saw the unity, man. I saw the unity in that, man. We was no joke. And the whole world was afraid. LA was burning, even from Hollywood to all the way from even Hollywood was burning. So when we come together, the world will be afraid of us. And that's the thing. Sometimes we tear up their shit, not our stuff, but we tear their stuff up. You best better believe they will respect us. And we will get anything we want out of them. See, we got to start thinking. See, it's easy to call ourselves kings and queens and gods and goddesses, but we don't act like it. You can't call yourself a king and a queen and be a punk. You can't call yourself to be a gangster and be a coward. And I'm only a gangster when it comes down killing each other, but I'm not a gangster when it comes down killing these motherfuckers that don't look like us. All of a sudden, I'm talking about people. I saw this one shit. I saw this one thing when I saw The Game. Bakari, you know what I'm talking about? The Game, the rapper.
Yeah,
And when those cops came or whatever, did he pull out his gun and start gang banging on these cops? No.
No, he didn't.
You know, he did not. All those big bad rappers, they didn't do nothing. Bunch of goddamn cowards. But they can sit there and talk about how many black people they killed. People need to start looking at that movie, Tales from the Hood. Look at that. Look at the last tells of that. When Crazy K met up with the skinhead. Did you saw that, Brother Bakari and Maurice and Forecast?
I don't remember it, but I've seen the movie, but I don't remember.
What about you, Forecast? Did you see that? Forecast. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Did you see that? You saw Tales from the Hood?
Yeah.
Did you saw the last tell when Crazy K met up with the skinhead?
It's like vaguely familiar. I can't remember. It's like vague.
Okay. Maurice, I know you saw Tales from the Hood. Did you saw the last tell when that guy Crazy K, the game banger, met up with the skinhead? Did you see that? Remember that part? And what did he say? What did the skinhead say? He punched the skinhead in the face because he started saying how many black people he killed. That's what the skinhead. He saw all the tattoos, right? So what did Crazy K? He punched the skinhead in the face. He said, "Yo, those black people those guys that you killed, what color were they?"
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't say nothing.
Exactly.
Because they act big and bad to one another, but when it came down to the enemy, they too afraid. We got to stop doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to take our energy where it belongs, and it belongs with them.
That's right.
And I rest my mind.
Yeah, so you brothers, yeah, breaking it down. And just to let y'all know, I might, take like a call or two a little bit later just to see if it worked. But yeah, y'all was saying a lot, especially about the forgiveness thing. You know, of course we got a habit of forgiving everybody, especially our enemies, and we got a habit of taking up for everybody but our own. Now, later on in this story, this guy, same guy, he was telling a story about how some young black kids was walking up to some Asian guys Chinese guys who didn't really talk English, and they was saying the whole Asian coronavirus thing. So he says he walks up to him like, "What y'all niggas say?" Just like that. Like he was like, "Oh well, I gave him a pass. I told him to get up out of here," like he was some kind of G or something like that. Now, these are the same people that always want to be on the same team when it's something against them. When they want us to stand up for them, now it's everybody. We're people of color. But when it's something against us, oh, well, it's just business. When they talk about black women going into these shops, well, it's just business. But when it's time for us to be just about business, then it's a problem. And he's on YouTube crying, making videos about it. And you see on the video, he's making videos about threatening us. But me making a video about what happened to a Kai Gurley is taken off the YouTube. But we see their bias clearly.
Mm-hmm.
But they're on the same team. They they uphold the same system because they know they rank second to white people when they're competing with white people. But as long as they have is a system of white supremacy, white people are their number one competition in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you going across overseas, you see them buying up everything in China, like y'all was saying, or not in China, but in Africa. You see these restaurants in Ghana discriminating against the people from Ghana, not letting them in
That's
the
true.
restaurant, not letting them in the hotels. But they say it's just about business. Now, how much money do we spend with them that allows them to do these things, especially in America? And, especially with the racism they did face or whatever, the only way they got to America was restaurants and these businesses like these salons. Now, if black customers stop going to these restaurants and salons, how is it possible for them to be able to do what they do? How is it possible for them to go send the money back? Because right now they are on the plan. I seen a video of a white supremacist guy talking about the Asian and the virus or whatever. He said, well, it could have been the Chinese releasing this virus to institute their 2025 financial plan. Now, all of that is relevant, but we need to be here instituting our 2025 institution plan for economics, for us to be able to be about our business. Now, we could do a lot of things. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We've built businesses. All we have to do is get rid of the illusion of inclusion and realize that we are all we got. Now, I mean, I want to ask y'all about how do y'all feel about them over in Africa, and when they say it's just about business for them, but for us, we have to be a solidarity. We have to be a part of the people of color struggle. So, how do y'all feel about that?
Well, we don't have to be part of no people of color struggle. That's, as you said, the illusion of inclusion. That's how they trick us. It's people of color. That's what they want black people to fight for. People of color. They don't want black people to stand and say, I'm going to fight for black people. I don't know if you all watch boxing or not, right? But that's why this country, and it kind of disappointed me seeing how black people was making fun of Deontay Wilder. But that's why everybody was against Deontay Wilder, because when he fought Tyson Fury, it was just not for the world championship. It was black versus white, because Deontay Wilder always stand up for black people, and he's always doing for black people, and he always talking about when he do his, and when they tried to reel him in to turn him into a coon, the first thing he said was He wants his brothers, his black brothers and sisters, to start looking at one another with love and start to speak one another to bring their love back together. And they don't want that. They want us to say people of color, but it's okay for the Orientals to stand up for the Orientals. It's okay for the Arabs to stand up for the Arabs. It's okay for the East Indians to stand up for the East Indians. But they want to trick us, and we have been, and we continue to fall for the trick. The people of color stand for the Hispanics, just like, remember Maurice and Guy when we was doing those shows about how our people crying about the Mexicans, and the babies at the border. Y'all remember those shows? Did?
Right. Yeah.
First thing Mexico did when the coronavirus came, no Americans allowed in Mexico. So I asked the black people, where y'all at now? Why they ain't standing with y'all? Y'all was about to cry and die for them. But see, we don't see ourselves as a distinct people. I don't guess most of us. We see ourselves as the only way we can. That's why we accept everything Barack Obama did. When you ask people, what did Barack Obama do for black people? Every time they mention something, we are always included. But you can name the laws he made for the homosexuals. You can name the laws he made for illegal immigrants. You can name stuff he did for other people. You can name the money he gave away for everybody else. But when it comes to us, we have to be included. And people treat us like that because we sit back and accept it. And when I'm saying we, I'm not talking about all of us, of course, not on this panel. And that becomes the problem with the people of color. I tell people all the time, I don't know what you're talking about, people of color. Every race of people on earth have color. Some darker than others. Some look yellow. Some people look pink. So which color are you talking about? I'm with the black race. That's the race I'm with. So now we have gotten so smart. Well, you know, race is a social construct. That is something that we need to get rid of. Everything we do is a social construct. The money we have, social construct. The language we speak, social construct. But only get rid of race, because if we get rid of race in our mind, we will feel we are as good as everyone else. And that people of color thing will stand, and we'll continue to stand and fight for people who don't give a damn about us. And before I close, I'm going to say this. Don't another black person say, let's please never say the Chinese people built the railroads. That's a goddamn lie.
That's true.
Black
You're
people
right about that.
Railroads.
That's right.
I learned this by watching this show, this history show on Netflix called Hell on Wheels. The most of the country, most of the railway was built by black people.
That's facts.
Ex-slaves. Chinese people didn't do shit. They got it when it went out west, almost in California. That's when they started helping. Black people did that too. And they take our credit and give it to everybody else, and we'll stand up and talk about how hard other people work. How about how hard we have worked throughout this goddamn country? Pardon my French on your channel. All this work we have done, all this hard work we have done, and now you're going to tell us we have to accept what an illegal immigrant accept. And our people fall for that. That's the same thing with the people of color. It's time to get away from that. If we're going to be black, we're going to be black. If we're going to think of another name to call ourselves, like me for the most part, a lot of time when I'm talking, I'll say I'm Marcy. That's what I say to my friends here. But see, I understand what Marcy is, and I explain it. Next go around, since I said it. Marcy was a several group of tribes that came together. They were not one tribe. They were about 8 tribes that came together to form one tribe so they can protect themselves from slavery and continue to fight. I'm not necessarily Marcy, because that's not what my DNA say, but I say it because I saw what they did. And I think that's what we need to do. Forget people of color. We are black people of African descent, black people from all over the world. And now we're going to come with our name, what we're going to call ourselves and say the hell with everybody else. And we're going to fight for us. And I yield the mic.
You know, I think that, you know, with our people in Africa, we are one people. But, but what we're seeing in Africa lets us know that at least those that's in leadership don't have the right mindset.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way in hell you gonna let this slant-eyed bastard come from China, come over to your country, open up businesses, and then tell your own people you can't go in there at this certain
Mm-hmm.
Teach.
What bullshit is that?
Absolutely
Ain't that
right.
something?
You are absolutely correct.
That's facts.
You
Mhm.
have that. That shows us that there's a mental problem there. That's a mental problem that they have. So we cannot allow for them to lead us. We just can't. Because we're not going back that way. God damn it, we just got up from that bullshit. We're not going back that way. It is for
That's right.
us to lead. I'll say this again. It is for us to lead our people. So if you all notice in the past videos that I've been doing, I've been speaking somewhat more on what our people are doing internationally. I showed a video where different African countries gave all this gold and all this shit to Laura Bush. The fuck Bush need with that shit? You know what I mean? You got parts of a country which don't have running water.
That's
But
right.
that no good dog bitch a gold purse with diamonds and all through it. She does not earn. But you gave that to her, and you don't have full electricity in all parts of your country. See, we got a problem. We got a problem. There's a problem when the goddamn French cracker can say, oh, well, since we're going to need a vaccine, let's go to Africa and test it out for the coronavirus. What? You going to go to Africa to test out a vaccine for the coronavirus? And there's more people dead in Italy, more people dead in Europe, and more in America than it is in Africa from the quote-unquote coronavirus. But you're going to test it there? Oh, no. So the leadership in Africa is not worthy to lead. They need to be overthrown. You have to have a mindset like we have. You have to. You got to be able to know that this is war and this is your enemy. And you're not going to play games with your enemy. It's kill or be killed. It is destroy or be destroyed. It was just a few days ago, 3:30, 2020, around 12 o'clock in Missouri, where a black man was beat by 6 or 7 police officers. Now, this is in the environment of social distancing. This is in the environment of, hey, if somebody break in your house and you call the police, we not coming, but we'll just, take it down over the phone. But yet they'll all group up to go beat a black man, but they won't come out and see who broke into your home. We got a problem. We got a problem. The problem is people don't want to say what it is. Well, goddamn it, we gonna say what it is because we're not afraid. None of these bastards are worthy to lead us. We are the ones that's coming for leadership, and we're not asking. We take it. We take it. Because we're not going to allow you to lead another generation of our future straight to hell. That's not going to happen. We will dictate what will be done and what won't be done. As what our sister named, who said that she was sick and tired, Fannie Lou Hamer. She said, the young people, black people, they're telling white people, you're going to do right by us or we'll tear this country up. You won't have no goddamn country. Well, I'm telling you, damn it, none of them are ready or are responsible to lead us. That's our job. And we will lead. And as I have said many times before, I will lead you into battle. I will lead you into battle. Because this is the time that it's in. Ain't got no time goddamn still talking. These motherfuckers talk about robbery this, robbery that. These motherfuckers steal countries. You hear me? They steal countries. They steal people and make them into something other than who they were. This is war. Ain't no play game, no tiddlywinks. So no, those in Africa, their leadership are not able to lead us. And I was very disappointed in our brother over the EFF, Malawi, who all of a sudden now is accepting homosexuality. What kind of damnable bullshit is that? That you're going to embrace a lifestyle that is death itself and say, you know, we're not here to judge. Bullshit. We ain't having that. We ain't having that. So no, we're going to do business and we're going to do what need to be done with our brothers and sisters in Africa, but they are not fit to be our leaders. We are to lead. And that's the way that has to go. And we cannot finger fang with it. I mean, it's simple. When we talked about the damn cracker in Uganda, beating the black man like that. And the black man was telling him, calm down, calm down. What that cracker say? You don't tell me to calm down. You calm up. What did he say? You calm up. What was he telling the black man? He was saying, nigga, meet me where I am. That's what he was telling him. Meet me where I am and defeat me there. Don't tell me to calm down. You calm up. Speak the language that these bastards understand. They should have black boot stomped this motherfucking ass into the goddamn concrete. His body should have been a permanent fixture on the goddamn ground. That's what gotta happen. Meet them where they are and let's defeat them. And I rest my mic.
Yes.
Yeah, you want me to show you the screen?
Yeah, definitely. I want people to take a look at this. Can anybody read that?
Yes.
It says China has irrational fear of evasion, bringing drugs, crime, and interracial marriages. Now they're brethren to pass laws. This is in Beijing, by the way, right? So they have this fear of black men marrying their women, bringing crime and drugs, you know, and this is the stereotype that they pushing out there. But it's okay. They can go to Africa and do their and mess with our women, bringing their drugs and guns and all this other stuff, fucking up our people. But when we do it, all of a sudden there's this big fear. And this is why they're passing laws against us over in their country. So I want people to take a look at where's the love? Where's the love now?
Come on now.
Where's the love? So they never had our back. Because when we do it to them, oh my God, they coming to invade, the black invasion. We got to start passing laws. But wait a minute, but you could come into our neighborhoods and poison and bring your little poison. You can go out and set up shop in our motherland. But when we do it, it's a problem. But when you do it to us, we should just be humble and we should be proud. You know, we should not say nothing. Now, fuck that. I just want to show that. How they think about us. And those are our people over there. And we don't bring no job. Why do our people who's trying to, I guess, start a fresh start want to risk being deported?
Come on.
That's a lie they put out there. And most of those Africans, they don't leave their women in jail. Usually we're family oriented. They bring their women.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. One thing about yellow and white men, they don't bring their women. They don't bring their women. You know what I'm saying? So that's the lie they putting out on us, on our people.
Mm-hmm.
So I want people to take a look at that with how they think about us when we go to their country. But it's okay to come to our country and our motherland and fuck up our shit.
Say that.
So I want people to understand that we need to take pride in ourselves. We need to take back our power. I want to read something because most of our people are religious, especially the ones who are Christians. Now, I want to read something real quick because this is pertaining to us. Now, you got white people, they say they're the chosen people, these so-called white Jews.
Mm.
But I want to read something. If you look at Genesis 15 and 13, I want y'all to read this. And they said the Lord spoke to Abraham, right? Abram, and his last name is Ham. Ham what? Ham is one of the Noah's sons from Africa that ruled Africa. So the Lord has spoke to Abraham. He says, know for certain
Come on.
that for 400 years, who do they think they're talking to?
Mm.
They're not talking to no damn white folks, these so-called Orthodox Jews or Reformed Jews, whatever you want to call them. They're not talking about them. They're talking about us. They said, no, for certain, for 400 years, your descendants will be what? Strangers in a country, not their own.
That's right.
And that they will be enslaved and mistreated there.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you think they're talking to? So how did these white Jews talking about they're the chosen people? So if you're the chosen people, then act like you're chosen. We need to start taking back our power.
That's right.
Just like Brother Bakari said. He said that, these chicks didn't build those railroads. Everybody forgot about the chain gang. How black people back in those days where they would kidnap us and put us in those striped shirts, the outfits, and we would work on our people used to work on railroads and with the chains around their ankles.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing that for years.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So what did they build? They didn't build nothing. And I don't even know why these, like Brother Muhammad said, he said those leaders in Africa, they selling out. They doing deals with the Asians. Now the Asians are building up the roads and building all this stuff. And at the same time, they're buying up all the property. They're taking over everything over there.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving all that wealth. And then you want to know why black people everywhere are suffering? That's no good.
Mm-hmm.
All these so-called black leaders, and they're not once going over to Africa and say, you know what? We're going to get some of this wealth, and we're going to share this wealth among our own people. We need to start passing laws. When are we going to start passing laws against these bastards? It's not good. And we need to be in power. And we need to start checking these so-called black leaders. We need to start checking them. We need to start checking them. We need to start taking back our power. We give our power, we give our too much power away. Now we don't want to be called African. Oh, I want to be called African. I'm a people of color. What the fuck does that mean? What is that?
Say that.
What is that? And we're not, and let me say this, we're not crayons. I don't mind using the word black, but to a certain degree. Because we come from somewhere. See, everybody else can say I'm Asian. I'm proud to be Asian. I'm proud to be European. I'm proud to be Polish. I'm proud to be German. Even Donald Trump said he's proud to be a German descent.
Mm.
We need to start taking back our power. We need to take back our birthright. We're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We are African people, whether we like it or not. Now, those that don't claim they're African can get the fuck out my face. You're the enemy. You're a disgrace and you're a piece of shit. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about a passion right now. And so we need to start claiming, because once we claim the motherland, then we can start going over there, and it's not a one-man job. We have to take multiple people to go over there and start reclaiming. How all these people come over there don't look like us. They took all over the diamond mines, the gold mines, the platinum mines, all these stuff that look, even the computer did you know there's a mineral that's come from the Congo that's the reason why all these electronics are working. This came right out to Africa. Coltan. Thank you.
That's what it's called, coltan.
Right out of Africa. Are we benefiting from that? No, we're not. No, we're not. Because we talking about, oh well, if we don't share, then we're racist. No, you're not.
That's right.
No, you're not.
That's right.
That's love. That's self-love. And that's power. We talk about black power. You know, a lot of black people, we always say, oh, black power. But I'm like, well, I got the black part, but I don't see no power.
Come on now.
That's why I don't use it. I don't use it. You know, I hate relying on the government. And don't get me wrong, the government owes us big time.
Go ahead.
Them trillions of dollars, that belongs to us.
Mm-hmm.
That belongs to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why our ancestors fought for it. Dr. King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, all these people fought for that. Mm-hmm. And it's not just black people in the United States. Because guess what? When we start putting pressure on the enemy, then guess what? Then they have to put pressure on the French. Mm-hmm. Then they're gonna have to put pressure on all these white people that benefit off the backs of our ancestors. Mm-hmm. It's not just our ancestors. We got brothers and sisters in the Caribbeans. A lot of our people were separated, going back and forth during the slave trade. But we saw, we don't want to have nothing to do with those people. Why not? You don't know, we got relatives all everywhere because our people were separated so much. So we gotta claim them. You know, we gotta take back our power. We gotta take back our birthright. We are the chosen people. And we got to start letting it. Let me tell you something before I end this. When I was working on my last job, me and this Jewish guy, we would go back and forth. And he said he was the only one that respects me. Because all those other those scared Negroes, the white man, because them, the white man is God. And I'm the only one that have the balls to talk my shit to this beast.
That's right.
That trying to claim, and he tried to, we did this and we did that. No, I said, no, you didn't. Because at the end of the day, how y'all gonna say y'all the chosen people and Africa was the bedrock of civilization? How the hell y'all gonna and black people are afraid to challenge these motherfuckers.
Come on now.
And they the main one that said, we invented music and we invented this and this. I said, how? How? We was enslaved in Egypt for 2,000 years. I said, so show me one white enslaved Egyptian. These people wasn't enslaved, they were servants. They was working for the king and queen. So what you talking about y'all was enslaved? Moses was the Ethiopian name. I mean, I can, if I want to get biblical with it, let's get biblical.
Come on now.
There was no such thing as no golden calf and all this other stuff. That was not. I said, but because our guys, we had names and those were symbols. We didn't believe in that stuff. We didn't know. We didn't say, these people were real. That was symbolic. So I was educating this beast. He said, well, you know what? I respect you because you and I, we think alike. He said, you like to pure. He said, I like to keep my race pure, just like you like to keep my race pure. I said, you damn right. He said he had to respect me. And he said I was the only one he respected. So this motherfucker had to bow down to me.
That's right.
He know I'm the real guy.
That's right. Go ahead.
So that's what, take back your birthright, black folks.
Right.
Please, African people, take back your birthright. That's all I'm saying. These people fear us. That's why knowledge is power. And like my brother said, if they disrespect you, give them, speak their language.
Mm-hmm.
Speak their language. There's no more talking. They call you the N-word, you slap the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck if she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a man, if a white woman call you or any N-word or whatever, you slap the shit out of them. Same thing with these chicks. You slap the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Speak their language, because this protesting and this turning the chick is not going to work. I'm telling you that right now, because like I said, you go to prison, you're not going to do that shit. You can't do that shit. Mm-hmm. You go to prison. There's a reason why prison is a different culture. Mm-hmm. They say prison life is a different culture because you have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. You go to prison and you let somebody take your lunch. What you going to do? You going to let them do it and say, "Oh, I'm not going to fight. I'll let them have it." Guess what? People looking. People say, "Oh, damn, he took it, so I'm going to do it." And next thing you know it, everybody's taking your lunch.
That's right.
Everybody's doing it. From the strongest to the weakest, everybody's taking your lunch because they know you're not going to do nothing. Next thing you know, you starving. So guess what? You let one race to do it. You let the white man take advantage of you. You marching and you singing, you're praying, and then now you got the yellow man doing the same thing to you. And then after the yellow man, you got the red man, you got the East Indian. They mistreating you. You got all these races of bullying you. Look what happened. Look what the 9 people got shot in the church. They praying. This white boy comes in and kills all everybody else. And these motherfuckers talking about, I forgive that white boy. That's a damn shame. Look at the white woman. She goes into somebody else's apartment, gun them down, and they hugging her. The brother and the father hugging and forgiving that beast. And you don't think the world is watching? They're gonna say this racist pussy, or I could take advantage of that.
That's right.
I want a piece of that ass. This is what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So just think about that. We need to reclaim our power. We need to reclaim it. That's why there's only a few strong, good men and strong, good brothers and sisters. There's only a few of us. But we need to start getting together, because once we start coming together and start uniting with the strong, because I don't unite with weak people, I unite with the strong, because they're the one who's going to make me stronger. So that's why I unite with the strong. So I would just say we need to reclaim our birthright, and I rest my case.
All right. Yeah. Y'all brothers dropped some knowledge. I appreciate that. And like the brother Maurice was saying, about the corrupt leaders in Africa. And the brother Bakari sent me a video. I forgot to play it earlier. But basically, it was about Chinese people saying how they hated black people, black men coming over there with the same stereotypes about black men raping Asian women or giving them AIDS and stuff like that. And so, we can see that we can see the racism that they have, and for them to turn around and blame us for that. But have you ever seen a black leader or political figure in any Asian country? So they can't really call anybody out about any kind of, discrimination. And, when it comes to other groups, you notice when they describe us, or when they say, well, I grew up in the hood, I've been to jail, I know black people, as if only black people are in the hood or in jail, and that's just who we are. But that's the way they see it, and that's the way they try to justify everything that they do to us, because, hey, we're all hood, this is the life that we live. So And when you look at their culture, like you're saying, of course they're afraid of us, but they'll never admit that the first Asians, the first people in Asia, first people in China were black people. But if you say that, then they accuse you of being racist. Then you're wrong for saying stuff like that. But their own scientists proved it. You can't have a recessive gene and be the first. It don't work that way.
That's right.
And our culture, they talk. You see how they talk about it. We're bad. We're hood. We're all of these. When you look at it, whose culture are they following? Go to China right now. They listening to hip hop from like 2004. They wearing the baggy clothes like that. It's our culture that is around the world. It's just that we're not the ones making money from our culture. And when that changes, we'll be in a lot better situation because the world needs us. We have to understand, like, they can't call themselves superior without having something they can define as inferior. But if they need us to define their superiority, that in itself makes them not superior. But as long as they have a system where they stay on code, and it's been ingrained in us that for us not to stay on code, it's easier for them because they have no problem. Like if you go on that channel and look through the comments, they're saying, well, all Asian groups, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, everybody, we need to come together and stand up against black people who are attacking us, even though it's white people attacking them. But you don't see us saying, well, we'll fight each other over each city. We won't stand up for the black man in another city, let alone another country. And it's them being on code, that's making a difference, And again, is our forgiving nature. We've always been this peaceful group by nature, and people take advantage of that. And it started to change with the younger generation because we're not on that no more. So and I don't want to make this too long. So I want to let y'all brothers go around, say whatever I'm saying y'all want to say, get everything out. Let y'all go ahead and do your thing.
All right. Excuse me. Once again, thanks for inviting me. Thanks for being. I thank you for inviting me, allowing me to be on the panel with you, brother Guy, brother Maurice. And I'll say this on the air right now. I appreciate you making that call the other night. Well, me and brother Maurice was able to speak. And I guess we did what we did. We talked and we said the shit like black men supposed to sell it. That's how I see it. I thank the chat for joining. This was an excellent show. And that video that you was talking about, you didn't show. I couldn't find it because I was looking at the wrong place. That's why I couldn't send it earlier. It was on Maurice's channel. I thought my homeboy had sent it to me, but it was on Maurice's channel. You know that video you put up the other day, Maurice, about the Asians being racist? Yeah. I was looking for it at the wrong place. The Forecast Radio. That's why you got it so late.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
I apologize for that. I looked at about 4 different places. Then I was like, oh, I know where it is. Oh, yeah, but I thank y'all once again. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. And if I said anything that you like or that you want to hear, my channel is Brother Bakari. Please go subscribe to it. We do shows. We just met Forecast. He been on there with us a couple of times. Me, Brother Guy, Maurice. We do the shows together mostly on there. I thank y'all for joining once again. I thank you for bringing me. So, this is my closing. This is how I'm going to close mine before I pass the mic. Be black, buy black, think black, love black. And everything else will take care of itself. Peace and one love.
Hey, by the way, Misty said, could y'all put your channels in the chat room? I'm gonna try to put it in the description too. So.
I put all of them in the chat already. Mine, Brother Bakari, I put Guy Nollywood and Maurice Muhammad _3. I put it in there when she first asked for all of them.
All right.
Yeah, y'all can do it again if y'all want, but I'm just letting you know I saw that when she first asked.
Yeah.
Definitely. And again, dear brother, I thank you for having me and having us on your live, especially since this is your very first one. You know, I remember when I first found your channel, and I was in awe of what you were doing, and have been a supporter ever since. So it's definitely a great honor to be on the forecast because I love this channel and all the work that you have done. You give a very beautiful message that our people should be able to gravitate to, because it's going to take all of us putting our minds together to come up with a formula for what we need to do in order so that we can not just survive. Yeah, we've been surviving. It's time to start thriving. Right? It's time to start being your natural self. And you know, so for us at the B1 Initiative, Black First Initiative, we believe that starts with taking over a city. So our goal is to take over a city in Mississippi, and we're going to rename it, and we're going to do the things necessary, and we're going to make it a safety place for you. And it'll be a city that once we do the things necessary, and I can already hear some saying, well, how are you going to take it over? We take over a city just the way that it's supposed to be taken over. We use this, right? We use this. And once it is seen, then those of our people that's all over this country, all over this world, will be able to look and say, God damn, they actually did it. Of course we did, because we're smart enough to do it. And we have the will. Look, this time that we are in, we're in the implementation process. We've been taught properly. We know what needs to be done. Now it's about getting up doing it. That's why I said they're not able to be our leaders. As you see now, the leaders of yesterday are dying out. Damn near all the civil rights leaders are either dead or insane, or one foot in the grave and the other foot slowly joining. So it's our time now to step up into our rightful position. So us at the B1 Initiative, that's exactly what we have decided to do. We're taking our place. And so we would be glad if you join us, that you join on with us. Some of you may not want to come to Mississippi, and that's fine. But when shit happens, you're going to need somewhere. You're going to need somewhere that you can go and be safe. Just like Mount Bayou, Mississippi, for back in the day, if the crackers was after you and they wanted to kill you, if you made it to Mount Bayou, you made it to safety. Well, you make it to the city that we take over and rename in Mississippi, you made it to safety, where you can accept your own and be yourself. We are Black first. So as we close, we say, you kill the nigga in you, and I'm going to kill the nigga in me, and our God will reign supreme. We are Black first, today, tomorrow, and forever. Thank you, family. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Love y'all. And I rest my mic.
Man, this has been a great show. Oh, forecast, you're not taking any phone calls?
I can't get it to work. Like if I get a call, it'll just come to my phone and I'm on here. I don't know if I can get it to
Oh, okay.
I gotta figure it out.
Okay. Well, I want to say this has been a great program. I want to thank you, Forecast, for inviting me on your panel. I want to thank my two brothers, Bakari and Muhammad. I'm glad y'all worked it out. Because like I said, brothers, we fight, but we know at the end of the day, we know we need each other. You know what I'm saying? It's good, and I'm glad that y'all worked it out, just like brothers will do, So but I just want to say thanks to the chat. We need more of this, man. This is a great dialogue. This is the great healthy information that we need, and this is something that we got to pass down to our children, because the fight is not over. It's not over. So all this, this is oh, you know, the past and what the white man did. You know, we know about that, but it didn't change anything. It's still we still fighting. We're still fighting. So you're not going to change they say you're not going to change the leopard spots. You're not going to change it. So we have to understand that as long as we hear among the enemy, and it doesn't matter if he's a yellow bastard or a white bastard or red, and if he's not black, and yes, we're going to have some traitors, we're going to have some people that commit treason, and we're going to deal with them too.
Come on,
we're going to deal with them too. We don't give them a pass because they look like us, and I think that's one of the mistakes that we are making. We got to stop doing that. So we gotta stick to people that's real and authentic, and mean what they say and say what they mean. And we gotta learn from who's definitely who has proven that. So again, I want to just thanks to everybody on the panel, and thanks to everybody in the chat. This has been a great show, and I just want to say peace and love to everybody.
All right, yeah, man. I appreciate all of y'all coming through, helping me out with my first live broadcast. And I appreciate everybody in the chat room and everybody that be watching the videos. And Brother Maurice, that do mean a lot. We all gotta play our part. My goal in making these videos is at least just to get people mad enough to want to do something. We know what we gotta do by now. It's just us finding the energy and the spirit to do it. I show these videos to make you mad enough to get up out of your seat and do something. And I'm not gonna lie, YouTube kind of made me mad taking my video down about the Asians, and they always do this about every single group. When I did one about the Jews, they put restrictions. They always do this, but you see on his video is no restrictions, and he's literally on there talking about shooting black people, and he's saying, don't be crying if somebody come back, killing a black person, but you don't see them doing anything. And this is why we need our own platform, why we need our own institutions. And like right now, like all of us, like everybody on the panel, the people in the chat room, other YouTubers, we can put money together, like literally right now, just to create a site just for streaming for us to put these videos on. And we can still use YouTube to bring other people over to our channel. And like, it ain't gonna take nothing. We can all contribute $1 right now. We'll have it up and running by the end of the week, and find a black person to create the website if we want. We could do that right now. And like I always say, if we want to build our economy, we can take the most successful black business people, men and women, and elect the council. Vote for whoever we want, and put them strictly in charge of funding and helping grow black businesses. And we can put those businesses in our neighborhoods, and they can hire us. And in return, we'll support them. And we can do all of this stuff right now, and it won't take anything, from us out of the ordinary. And we got to start doing stuff like this, because we can't keep complaining. We've been complaining for 50 years. Malcolm X was complaining about the same thing in 1963. So us complaining now is not really doing anything, and it's time for us to start taking action. So I appreciate y'all, brothers. I appreciate everybody in the chat room. Much love and respect to everybody. And I'm gonna be back with another live real soon, and I'm gonna figure out the phone call thing because I want to talk to y'all. But as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we're gonna keep falling for anything.
That's right.